Shabbat Shalom, guys, and happy Pesach. I just wanted to share, we're told to what's whispered in our ears to shout from the rooftops. And something I learned while reading today, this morning actually, this is my understanding, and it's okay if people don't agree. But reading the extra biblical text, I see a consistency throughout numerous extra biblical texts that don't have anything to do with each other, like the book of Jubilees, Yasher, the writings of Abraham, etc. And what I'm getting at is, while reading the writings of Abraham today, it's mentioned. I'm about 75% done with the book, and so far the Passover is mentioned twice, celebrated twice before the times of Moses. The book of Jubilees, I can't quote it, but I believe tells us that all the feasts and the Sabbaths were established to Adam. Since the foundation of the world, these feasts were established, and I believe that. In the writings of Abraham, it says that Abraham celebrated the Passover. I think it was an act of faith. We also, in the writings of Abraham, and I'm not just blindly accepting, like, I'm looking at the details of the story that are not in our Bibles, there's a lot in there. And I don't see any reason to contend with it, especially the writings of Abraham. The information in that book, I feel, is legitimate. There's nothing that goes against Scripture or the extra biblical text. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that when Lot entertained the angels before Sodom and Gomorrah were taken out, they had a feast of unleavened bread. They celebrated a Passover, apparently. That's pretty interesting that there was a Passover before Sodom and Gomorrah perished. So I just wanted to share that. Something I learned today. I also realized that Isaac, that Sarah and Abraham, I don't believe actually had pleasure, that there was a supernatural conception, like a virgin birth kind of thing with Isaac. Our Bibles lead us to believe that they had pleasure together, and I double checked this. Sarah just mentions, she laughs and says, "Should I have pleasure at this old age?" And we just assume they conceived together, had relations together. But the writings of Abraham clearly tell us that Isaac was supernaturally conceived without intercourse. And I looked at Jubilees, I looked at all the accounts of, Sarah and Abraham with the angels and that whole thing. None of them say that Abraham and Sarah really had relations. I believe it was a shadow of Yeshua's birth, of a virgin birth. So that's something I realized today. It's pretty interesting. I don't know. I just wanted to share these things. I believe the Passover was ordained from the foundation of the world. I do believe Abraham celebrated Passover. I do believe Lot celebrated Passover before Moses, before the Exodus. I believe they did it out of faith. So it's pretty cool. I just wanted to share that. Well, I hope you're all enjoying your Pesach. Shabbat Shalom. Thanks for tuning in.